in there big enough for our dowel to fit in. The paint soaks in fairly quick, so they need to be gone over a second time. Time to get some decoration on the hiking stick. We'll let this dry and then give it a coat of clear sealer. This week's video, we're making a hiking stick. It's a special request to make it shorter, like a cane. So somebody requested one of our hiking sticks and they'd like to have it a little bit shorter than normal. They're going to use it as a cane. So I said, yeah, we'll do that. So that's what we're doing here today. Some of the hiking sticks that we make, we use natural wood saplings that we cut and dry. For a cane though, I want to make sure that this is really good and straight. So we do also use some stock turnings. Anyway, I have one here that I was previously drilling a hole down through to have a hidden compartment in the top, and it busted out on me, as you can see. So we're just going to cut that top off, and we'll make that cane out of that. Now that that top's cut off, the next thing we got to do is make this smaller so that the foot can slide on. I just take a sander and sand these down until it fits. All right, next up, we want to put one of these little balls on the top of it. And so what I need to do is drill a hole in this and then also in the cane itself. And then I'm going to use a dowel sticking into the ball and down into the cane and glue both ends and attach it that way. But before we do that, we have to sand down the top edge a little bit so the ball fits up a little bit nicer, because the diameter of the flat spot on the bottom is I think like 1.25 inches, where the blank that we're using is 1.5 inches. Just like we did on the bottom, the way we're going to do that is use the hand sander and just do like a long bevel and kind of round it in. So my son's pretty good at that, so he's going to be doing it. Hey, are you entered into our drawing? So for our new website, we're giving away hundreds of dollars in gift cards to the website. On February 28th, but then again on March 31st, we're going to have a drawing on each one of those dates. There's 16 names going to be drawn, so that's 16 opportunities for you to win for each drawing. We have a video with all the details. I'll link it up top and also in the description down below. Check it out and enter to win today. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do that as well. So this is the piece of dowel that I'm going to use, and it's smooth. And I like my glue to get up in there better. So I'm just going to score a few lines in it. All right, just need to put a hole in here. There's already one in there, but we'll make it a little bit larger, the size of the dowel that we need. All right, that's all there is to it. Now we have a hole in there big enough for our dowel to fit in. All right, this is going to be inside as well as outside. It is going to be a cane, and just like my hiking sticks, I like to use Tight Bond Type 3. Got a little glue coming out there, wipe off the excess so we don't have a big mess. Next we'll put the hole in the cane and cut that off and match it up right. Alright, so the top of the cane's been kind of rounded in, basically kind of beveling it with the sander. And that gives a little more shape to it as well. It's kind of hard to see on camera there, but yeah, we did that top and bottom. On the bottom, we didn't bevel in so far. We actually had some of these larger feet left that I didn't find previously, so it didn't need to go quite as far. All right, we don't want to fill this thing with glue. We just want to get some around the top here. Doesn't take a lot. We'll get some on there. I probably have a little more down the hole than what I need, but it'll squish out a little bit. As you can see, that glue is smearing out a little bit. That's just bound to happen. Give it a minute and then I'll wipe that off. Now, as you can see, gotten a little bit of glue smeared up in here. We're doing a natural finish with oils, and so that's not going to show up. I can rub that out really well and it won't show up. Now, if we were staining this, that glue would show up, and you would have to sand it out very well in order that it wasn't going to show up, and it would be lighter. You see here a little bit as well. Yeah, but we're using oils, natural oils on here, not a stain, so it shouldn't matter. On my hiking sticks, for quick measures, I always put a dot every 3 inches and a little line every foot. We can't measure the wood to do that. Our measurement won't be correct. The bottom of the foot has a certain thickness to it, and so we need to push that on, and we'll actually put this up against the wall here, and we'll measure out from there. That way we include the thickness of that so our lines and dots are accurate. I should have mentioned that this has been totally finished sanded already. He did all that. Well, I like to use a paint pen for these. I think it does a little bit nicer job, but my paint pen seems to be dry. I don't have another one in this color right now. These fine point markers seem to do pretty well. Also, I just like the paint pen better. Now that those are marked, we'll go back and make those little circles a little bit nicer. The paint soaks in fairly quick, so they need to be gone over a second time anyways, and it helps make it look a little more circular and round and just nicer overall. All right, everything's good and dry. Now I like to come back and we're going to put a little dot in the middle of every one of these red circles. And I already took the sander and touched up around this ball a little bit more. So yeah, that's what it's looking like now. Looking pretty good. Time to get some decoration on the hiking stick, and my daughter's going to be painting some flowers on it. We have some paint pens here. We're going to use those. Already drawn the vine on and several flowers already. And There we are, flowers and vines all up and down the hiking stick. We'll let this dry and then give it a coat of clear sealer over top to protect the artwork. So that'll need to dry overnight, and then we'll put that clear coat over top. All right, next step in finishing up this cane, hiking stick, whatever you want to call it, is get a little bit of sealer on there. We're going to get 2 coats of sealer on here. And this is a natural oil. That's what I like to use. And we'll just put this over top, protect it. We'll give 2 coats. Put this first one on, and then that'll dry overnight. And tomorrow I'll do a second coat and finish it up. You can't go super thick on these coats of oil. It has to go on kind of thin and then be allowed to soak in and do what it does. And then once it cures overnight, dries, whatever, then you can put the second coat on thin as well. But yeah, 2 thin coats is what it takes. And this isn't real super glossy here, so it'll have a sort of a matte finish. It'll have some gloss to it, but not a lot. It's more of a semi-gloss type finish. But yeah, that's what it looks like now. It looks pretty shiny and glossy, but it'll tone back down a little bit once it dries. It's another day, time to get this thing wrapped up. There's our finished hiking stick, and the sealer doesn't give quite as much gloss to it as what you might think, but yeah, there it is. Well, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed this video. We need to get this hiking stick to where it's going to go, and I think we'll stop the video here. Thanks for watching. Here, I'm starting a video. This is the intro. Hey, you're on, Chuck.
What?
Wait a minute. No, I say that in the next scene. Well, if you've enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We put out new videos every week, every Friday morning. And if you'd like to receive notifications when we do upload the next video, hit that notification bell. And check out our channel. We have several videos just like this one or very similar. We do various things including hiking, biking, boating, fishing, builds of various kinds, mostly outdoor activities. Some homesteading is thrown in there as well. This channel is for the experience. We do these things for the experience of doing them and to show others how you can do it too. We try to be fun and entertaining while being educational all at the same time. Sometimes these experiences are done for the first time, and other times they're things that we do all the time. Sometimes we do things just for the fun of doing it. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one.